Bette Davis, one of the most iconic actresses in Hollywood history, captivated audiences with her magnetic presence and unmatched talent. Born in 1908 in Lowell, Massachusetts, she began a career on stage before transitioning to the silver screen in the early 1930s. Davis quickly gained a reputation for her intense performances and willingness to tackle complex, often controversial roles. Her career-defining performance in Of Human Bondage set the tone for a legacy filled with powerful portrayals of strong, independent women. Over her career, she received 10 Academy Award nominations, winning twice for Dangerous and Jezebel. Known for her fiery spirit, Davis never shied away from a challenge. She became a trailblazer in the film industry, fighting for better roles and quality scripts, often clashing with studio executives. Her performances in classics like All About Eve and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane solidified her place as a cultural icon. Her sharp wit and distinctive voice made her a favorite among audiences, while her determination and work ethic earned the respect of her peers. Off-screen, Davis led a life as dramatic as her films. She was married 4 times and faced numerous personal and professional battles, including a high-profile lawsuit against Warner Brothers that highlighted her commitment to artistic freedom. And she was part of one of the most famous celebrity feuds of all time between herself and Joan Crawford. A feud so well known that you can easily find numerous books, magazine articles, and movies recollecting it. Despite the challenges, Davis remained an unstoppable force in Hollywood, working well into her later years and leaving behind an enduring legacy when she passed away in 1989. In addition to her remarkable life and career, Bette Davis had a deep appreciation for homes that offered both elegance and character. In fact, the actress lived in more than 75 houses over a lifetime. A nest was always being improvised, she once said of a nomadic lifestyle. Favorite cigarette boxes and ashtrays have followed me around the world. I'm a nester, and I've always found myself out on a limb. So join us as we tour some, but not all, of the properties where she lived, from a grand New England-inspired mansion in Beverly Hills to the tranquil retreat she owned in Laguna Beach to the home she was born in, each reflecting a bold and dynamic personality. As Davis rose to fame, she made a move to Hollywood in December 1930, which marked the beginning of a new chapter, not just in her career, but in her living arrangements. Accompanied by her mother Ruthie and their dog Boojum, Davis initially settled in modest quarters while she navigated the uprising world of synchronized sound cinema. They lived in many different homes during that time, and by 1932 they settled into a large Tudor home which belonged to the actor Charles Farrell. The house, located in the posh Toluca Lake neighborhood, was ideally just around the corner from the Warner Brothers studio in Burbank, where Davis worked. After leaving her home on the lake, she found herself in homes from West Hollywood to Beverly Hills, and even moved into Greta Garbo's former residence. But by June 1934, her fortunes had changed. With her husband Harmon Ham Nelson, she moved from Garbo's former home to a grand Spanish colonial revival house at 906 North Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills that she fell in love with. Designed by the celebrated architect John Byers, the house was originally built in 1926 for actress Virginia Valley, known for a role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Pleasure Garden. The house showcased Byers' signature style, combining white stucco walls with heavy wood ceiling beams, clay tile roofs, and intricately designed clay tile floors. This stately home became a cornerstone in Davis's life, reflecting both her growing success and a refined taste. "I adore space," Davis wrote in her autobiography, The Lonely Life. "In the city, I want to push away the buildings with my own 2 hands and let the sky rush in." The lush, hedge-lined driveway offered Davis the privacy she valued, shielding her from the prying eyes of Hollywood's bustling social scene. The home's interior was equally exquisite, blending Spanish colonial elegance with a touch of New England charm. Davis herself once wrote, "Always it was as much like New England as possible," a sentiment that guided her design choices. Among Davis's favorite spaces was the music room, where she spent hours at the piano. Music was a constant companion, offering her solace amid the challenges of a demanding career. Her office was another sanctuary within the home, a place where she could reflect, plan, and correspond from the comfort of a well-used desk. The bedroom, with its wooden canopy bed and large window framing the outdoors, offered a serene retreat at the end of her long days. Each space was thoughtfully designed to reflect Davis's personality, bold yet inviting, elegant yet unpretentious. Though the house no longer stands, having been torn down in 1991, it remains an iconic piece of Bette Davis's story. Another beloved home of Bette's was in Laguna Beach, California. Perched dramatically atop an oceanfront cliff, this French Normandy-style residence, purchased by the legendary All About Eve star in 1947, remains an iconic piece of coastal architecture. Today, the property is valued at over $20 million, a reflection of its history and unbeatable location. The home's private courtyard entry set the tone for the luxurious interiors, leading visitors to the main house, the guest house, and a dining terrace. From there, a staircase descends to a sun-soaked lounge area with direct beach access, making it a perfectly dramatic yet relaxing space for Davis. Inside the main house, the design revolved around an exquisite great room, a space that anchored the home with its solid oak floors and elegant styling. From the central hub, guests could wander into the lookout room or the adjoining family and dining rooms, each offering sweeping views of the Pacific Ocean's crashing waves. At the heart of the home stood a stunning spiral staircase with a conical roof and spire, creating a sense of grandeur while connecting the home's multiple levels. The kitchen, now outfitted with modern stainless steel appliances, once served as a stage for Bette's culinary talents. Some of her favourite dishes to prepare were her famous red flannel hash or cranberry mousse. Upstairs, the master suite embodied luxury and serenity with its interior Juliet balcony overlooking the great room, a private ocean view terrace, and an ensuite bath featuring Carrara marble and heated floors. Two additional ensuite bedrooms and ample storage completed the upper floor, while the lower level extended the home's entertainment options. A large bar area, an adjoining media room, a wine cellar, a gym, and an ocean view bedroom made the space perfect for hosting guests or enjoying quiet evenings at home. The property's charm didn't stop with the main house. The separate guest house provided privacy and comfort for visitors, with two ensuite bedrooms, including one with a self-contained apartment. With its idyllic cliffside setting, elegant design, and thoughtful amenities, Bette Davis's Laguna Beach home was a space she could immerse herself in the beauty of the California coast. Now, before ending our tour, let's journey back to see where it all began, the very first house Bette Davis ever called home. Located in Lowell, Massachusetts, this charming Victorian residence is where the legendary actress was born. Though she only spent her infant years there, the house remains a significant piece of her story. Its historical importance is marked by a prominent plaque, set between the first and second floors of the home's exterior, commemorating Davis's extraordinary legacy. The house itself is a classic example of Victorian architecture, with its large two-family layout painted in a soft pink hue. Over the years, the property has been subdivided into private residences, but its historical essence remains intact. Situated across from a funeral home, this unassuming address is a poignant reminder of Davis's modest beginnings before she rose to Hollywood stardom. As we close our tour of Bette Davis's homes, from a grand Beverly Hills estate to a serene Laguna Beach retreat and her humble beginnings in Lowell, we see how each residence reflected a different chapter in her life. Now, if you enjoyed this glimpse into the homes of one of Hollywood's most enduring icons, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating home tours and stories about the stars.